Hey yo, I get mad frustrated when I rhyme. Thinking about the kids that trying to do this for all the wrong reasons. Seasons change, man, things rearrange, but it all stays the same. Like the word Dr. Drains, I'm tang like the rapper. Get like record snapper when they do that. Got your whole block saying true that. If only knew that it was you who was irregular. Sold your soul for some secular music that's whack. Plus you use that. How many mics? The Fugees, 1996. What it is, LaurynHill. All right, so as y'all may know, the Fugees reunion tour for their award Grammy-winning groundbreaking album, The Score, they're doing a reunion tour for it, and they've all reunited for Lauren Prize and Wyclef. I have no idea how they got Lauren and Wyclef to be in the same room, let alone go on the same tour together. But shout out to whoever did that. Shout out to whoever put that together, because as we know, those two do not to get along well. So there's a show in New York, which was, I think that was like the pop-up show. It didn't really have a date, but it was like a pop-up show. There's one in Chicago, November the 2nd. There's one in Oakland, California, November the 7th. There's one in Los Angeles, California, November the 12th. There's one in Atlanta, Georgia, November the 18th. There's one in Miami, Florida, November the 21st. There's one in Newark, New Jersey, November the 26th. There's one in Washington, D.C., November 28th. There's one in Paris, December 4th. There's one in London on December 6th. One in Nigeria, but there's no official date for that show. And then there's one in Ghana on December 18th. So for Friendiversary, my best friend, we trying to hit up that Newark, New Jersey, that Newark. We try to hit that Newark show on November 26th. Now that's the day after Thanksgiving, so you might have to put aside, that plate this year. You might have to put aside them family plans, especially if you're a fan of the Fugees. I mean, honestly, I'm just excited. I've always been a big fan of the Fugees. They're of course, everyone knows LaurynHill is one of my favorite artists of all time. But not only that, the Fugees are also one of my favorite groups of all time. I dig all three of their albums. The first one, Blunted on Reality, and the second one, The Score. And I know that the compilation album doesn't actually mean a third album because it has all their old songs plus like a couple new ones, but it still has like a good 5 new songs on it, so I consider it the third album for the Fugees. But anyway, of course, they're probably gonna be doing most of the songs from The Score, a couple songs from Blunted on Reality, like Nappy Heads, Vocab, and my song Recharge Your Body. I started a revolution, so what do? I guess I started a revolution with the translator crew. Hey, I'm just excited to see Lauren back at it, spitting them early rhymes from when she was a teen. I'm a big fan of the food. Like, I listened to The Score a lot, especially when I was like 17, 18. I remember going back and forth to work on the bus to school or whatever, but I always had The Score in my ears along with Erykah Baduism, and Nas is Stillmatic. Like, those 3 albums, those was my shits. So I'm definitely excited to go see that show. I hope me and my best friend can make it. We definitely shooting for the November show because I've got to see Lauren live. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Like, I'm excited. So here is here's the thing for it. The tour dates. The Fugees reunion tour 2021, I guess. Technically, well, no, it doesn't go into 2022 because the last show is on the 18th of December. I wish they were doing one on my birthday. My birthday is on the 31st, December the 31st. If they were doing it on my birthday, I'd be like, oh, hey, ho, hey, ho. But they not. So after Christmas is fine. And I don't celebrate Thanksgiving no more anyway. So it'll be a good, it definitely will be a good thing to do. I'm excited to hear those classic songs. I'm excited to hear Fuji live. Ooh la la la. I actually saw LaurynHill live once at the Keswick Theater. If you refer back to one of my older videos, I actually did where I'm holding up her vinyl, because y'all know I own her vinyl, The Miseducation. So I did a video on that, and I was talking about me and my cousin. We were about like 16, 17, and we went to the Keswick Theater, her small acts tour. It was like 2015. Yep. Me and my cousin went. And it was great. We had a great time. It was a great show. And she actually did do some of the Fuji songs on her own. So I'm excited to finally see them all 3 together. Like, they're definitely on my bucket list of, artists and / groups that you have to see before, you perish, they perish, God forbid, knock on wood, or, they just stop, doing reunion tours. Like, I'm definitely happy that the Fugees were able to set aside all their personal differences and just, come together and do this tour, to honor their album, because not only is it a great album, but it's also classic. It broke boundaries in hip hop. I believe it was one of the first hip hop albums to win Grammy of the Year. Like, it racked in a lot of Grammys, and not just, any Grammy. Like a Grammy of the Year is a very hard, you know, title to grab, especially being a rap group. So, you know, the fact that they were able to, you know, snag that, you know, is great. You know, it's just definitely a great album. You know, if you're not familiar with the Fugees or you don't really know the music or you only know certain singles, I definitely would like you to take a look at like their old performances. You can find a lot of them on YouTube. Listen to like, you know, a lot of different old music. Their freestyles. You know, the Fugees was definitely a dominant classic group back in the early '90s. You know, and I hope people never forget it. But definitely get your tickets for that tour.